station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
And tonight on DC News Now at 5, we're learning more details about a triple shooting that led to a security officer being killed. We'll have a live report on the latest in the investigation.
The sidewalks have been really bad and roads and stuff, so it really needed to be done.
I just plow through and deal with it.
More bike lanes coming to DC. While this seems like a good idea, some drivers feel differently. We'll explain how this could affect your commute. Also, the bidding begins for the Washington Commanders, two big investment groups willing to cough up the cash for Dan Snyder's asking price. So what's next? We'll break it all down just ahead. And thank you for joining us for DC News Now at 5. I'm Mark Hall. We now know the name of the security guard who died in a triple shooting at the Area Code Gentlemen's Club in Prince George's County early this morning. He's 28-year-old Alex Lynch of Landover. Our reporter Yamarie Sase is live at the scene now. And Yamarie, what's the latest?
Yeah, police are asking for the public's help to find the suspects that pulled the trigger, killing a security guard and leaving two people injured. I'm going to step out the way so you can take a closer look at the scene. We're going to zoom in on the door. As you can see, there are several bullet holes that went through that door, but there's also a big orange violation sticker, and that sticker is from the Department of Permitting Inspections and Enforcement, and they tell me that Area Code Gentlemen's Club is in violation for operating the club without a valid permit. Now, they also tell me that they conducted their investigation after the shooting this morning, and they learned the club did have a valid permit back in 2007 when it was being operated as Mustang Gentlemen's Club. Now, new tenants came in, changed the name of the club to Area Code Gentlemen's Club, but they did not reapply for a new use and occupancy permit, which is required. Now, the facility at this moment is not approved for any occupancy, and now this was all uncovered after police found 28-year-old Alex Lynch dead outside this club early this morning. He was the security guard here, and a man and a woman were also shot inside the club, and they are expected to survive. Now, police say the suspects were shooting outside the club.
A lot of challenges around public safety and crime. We have a lot of bad actors going on. You have a lot of illegal activity happening here in my district. And so my main job is to work with all of our partners from public safety, our county executive, to make sure the resources are here to provide that stability for our community.
Now, this is an ongoing investigation, and there is a $25,000 reward for anyone who has any information that will help police find the suspects in this shooting. For now, reporting live in Hyattsville, Maryland, I'm Yamarie Sase, DC News Now.
Yamarie, thank you. Breaking news. A Maryland court has reinstated the murder conviction of podcast serial subject Adnan Syed. The court ruled the victim's family was not given enough notice to attend the hearing that led to his release, violating the state's law. Syed was freed last year after serving 23 years for the murder of his ex-girlfriend. To this day, he has maintained his innocence, and according to the Associated Press, a new hearing has been ordered and Syed will not be taken into custody. Well, new tonight, a stabbing on Saturday of a staffer for Kentucky Senator Rand Paul has sparked more debate on safety in the district. And this comes as Republicans in Congress are looking at ways to discuss and perhaps get involved in policing D.C.'s seemingly runaway crime problem. Our political and government reporter Leonard N. Fleming spoke to people in the district today about the concern of congressional influence in the district. And Leonard, D.C. has long resisted Congress getting involved in its affairs, but people you spoke with, there seems to be a division.
That's exactly right. Many district officials and residents cringe when Republicans and some Democrats in Congress to repeal the city's crime bill. But a spike in violent crime has prompted some rethinking some people who live in the district. It was in this block of 8th Street where yet another crime happened Saturday. This time, it was a staffer to Senator Rand Paul who was brutally stabbed in the early evening daylight. And it's caused a sobering conversation about how to solve violent crime in the district. Amy Seawright of D.C. has her concerns.
Like all of my neighbors, we're certainly concerned. There's certainly been an uptick in carjackings and assaults on the street.
With homicides up compared to last year, Republicans controlling the House Oversight Committee are expected to focus a Wednesday hearing on D.C. crime.
It's definitely concerning that Congress is getting involved in DC affairs. I'm very pro DC independence. But the crime stuff is concerning too.
In addition to Rand Stafford, Democratic Minnesota Representative Angie Craig was attacked in the lobby of her building recently, about a mile from the H Street attack.
I don't support Congress getting directly involved, but I do understand the rising concern around crime.
Tiffany Lyon of DC doesn't see congressional help as a bad thing.
It is kind of out of control, I guess. Yeah, Congress should actually get involved and get communicating with the community and try to figure out what they can do to actually help out.
Lyon is all for DC independence, but she says crime is too important to ignore.
They probably do need to step in, but like I said, just knowing what the people actually want and would like to see the difference in the community.
C. Wright still has hope in DC solving its crime problem.
I wish, our city government could do more to tackle it.
I reached out to numerous city council members to discuss the issue, but no one was available due to district budget hearings, nor was Representative Comer. City Council Chairman Phil Mendelson is expected to attend Wednesday's congressional hearing. This issue is far from over. Reporting from the studio, Leonard N. Fleming, DC News Now, back to you.
All right, thank you so much, Leonard. And happening now in Virginia, 2 major roads in Fairfax County remain closed at this hour as the barricade situation continues. DC News Now's Max Marcella joins us live with more. And Max, what can you tell us?
Police say it's still a very active scene. What they do know right now is that there is one woman who they earlier described as having a mental health crisis who has barricaded herself inside a car. Now, I'm going to step out of the way and show you what we can of, again, this very active scene. There's personnel from police, fire and rescue, traffic enforcement. Of course, you see the unit that looks military-like. That's how some people here described it, all working to bring this situation to a peaceful conclusion. What we know is that here on Richmond Highway, between Lockheed and Boswell, that's where the highway is closed. It's near the Arlington Drive intersection where that car is right now. Again, one woman is inside the car. She is armed with a handgun. Police confirming, dispelling some of the rumors that it is just the one woman in the car. But this has been going on for hours. The first word from police came down just a little bit after noon, and 5 hours later, they are still working to resolve this peacefully. Again, what we do know, between Lockheed Boulevard and Boswell Avenue, Richmond Highway is shut down to all motorists. I'm going to show you over here on this side where you can get a sense of just how far out this taped off scene goes. You can see it's really no cars for blocks down Richmond Highway as they work to, again, resolve this situation. Police are asking anyone who might have to travel on this area as we enter the rush hours of the evening to please avoid this area. We're being told by VDOT that they are doing a few things to help or attempt to help what's turning into a really difficult commute. They are adjusting the signal timing on Fort Hunt and Morningside around here. But again, the main headlines we know right now is that there is one woman who has barricaded herself in a car. She's the only one in the car, and she is armed with a handgun. And as police work to resolve that situation peacefully without anyone getting harmed, there is major traffic backup as a large part of Richmond Highway is still closed. We'll keep you updated throughout the hours and into the evening as we learn more. Reporting live from Richmond Highway in Fairfax County, Max Marcella, DC News Now.
Max, thank you. And taking a look outside tonight where we started with chillier temperatures that soon climb their way into the 50s. Let's head over now to meteorologist Damon Matson with a check on the forecast. And Damon, after, I guess, a semi-cloudy day today, are we expecting sunny skies tomorrow?
Well, it looks like we will have a little bit of improvement tomorrow, but we do have to get by the little bit of a disturbance that's passing through this evening. Satellite and radar pictures showing all of that cloud cover that has just been wavering in and out throughout much of the day. We have noticed a little bit of extra sunshine up toward Winchester, Martinsburg, even Leesburg at times. But to the south, those clouds have been very stubborn across northern Virginia and southern Maryland. And yes, you can see that little bit of rainfall popping up as you go down toward central Virginia. That is the weak disturbance that is just going to clip by us here over the next few hours and could lead to a little bit of light rain shower activity down across parts of northern Virginia, south of I-66 into southern Maryland. We could see a few of those showers here over the next couple of hours, but by 8 to 11 o'clock, that will be the prime time to see those showers to the south. Meanwhile, those across the northern half of the viewing area likely stay dry. Now, as we go later into the night, some of that cloud cover is expected to break up and the temperatures will drop. And look at this. We have a frost advisory back across portions of the Shenandoah Valley for early Wednesday morning. And with plants starting to really bloom out there, if you have sensitive plants, you may want to take some precautions to protect those. And we could even see those chilly temperatures reaching to the north. Winchester, Martinsburg possibly could see some frost as well. Just how cold are we talking with those temperatures tonight? We'll have a full check of the forecast here in just a little bit.
Damon, thank you. With new details tonight coming out of Nashville after a former student opened fire at a Christian elementary school, killing 3 children and 3 adults. Some of the video we're about to show you could be hard to watch, so we're going to give you time to make that decision. Nashville police have released body camera footage from the shooting and also school surveillance video that shows the former student armed with assault weapons before she opened fire. This is the surveillance video. 28-year-old Audrey Hale after Hale shot through doors to get into the school building. Police revealed today that Hale legally bought 7 firearms in recent years, and they were used in yesterday's shooting. Police said that Hale hid the guns from her parents before the attack, and then they were under the impression that Hale had 1 gun and that Hale recently sold. Now, Hale was under a doctor's care for an emotional disorder that law enforcement was unaware of.
We also don't have a motive at this time. We feel that these students that were targeted were randomly targeted. There was not any particular student that she was looking for at the time of the incident.
All right, now this is the body camera footage released earlier today. The video shows officers entering the building and searching for in the first floor classrooms. Now, once officers move to the second floor, they continue to search and eventually confront the shooter, who was by a window shooting at police cars down below. Soon after, loud gunshots could be heard as the shooter's killed. Well, the body camera footage comes from 2 officers with the Metropolitan Nashville Police Department who fired and killed the active shooter. Officers are Rex Engelbert, a 4-year veteran, and Michael Colazzo, a 9-year veteran of the department. Police say that Hale had drawn a detailed map of the school, including potential entry points, and conducted surveillance of the building before carrying out the massacre.